What's up?
Oh, I'm just compiling all the top sports scores, news, and odds so I can make the very best bets.
Me too. BetOnline.ag.
Join today and receive your 50% welcome bonus at betonline.ag.
On Thursday, the media got their first look at the New England Patriots this season, and one guy in particular stood out. I'm Sierra Goodwill, here with Alex Barth and Evan Lazar. Guys, we're talking about a punter in Jake Bailey. What impressed everyone so much on Thursday?
He put on a show out here.
What didn't impress
it's
you?
I know we're not supposed to overreact to this stuff, but when you're talking about punting, there's no hitting, there's no anything like that, right? We can watch the guy kick a ball, and my God, did he kick the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball, whether he was trying to go for hang time or directional punts or landing it inside the 5 or kickoffs, I mean, he put on an absolute clinic. We were watching, everyone was just like, look at how high that thing is going. Right. I mean, it was pretty impressive. I talked to a few of the players afterwards about him. Julian Edelman obviously fielding punts off of his foot. He said, my boy's got a boot. He was just like, point blank, this guy can absolutely kick the crap out of the ball. And Matthew Slater, who said, we're all kind of working on things still, but obviously the God-given talent is just apparent with this guy. Ryan Allen better get here quick because his job is in jeopardy if he does not.
So when I was kind of down by the field, Bailey was kicking, and Matthew Slater, he had his back turned, he was fielding punts, he was walking away, and he heard a ball hit behind him. The ball bounced right at the 1 yard line. It was picked up by a coach. Slater turns around and asks the coach, where'd that ball land? Coach says at the 1, and Slater just screamed, yeah. He was so fired up, and that happened a couple of times.
Punting, baby.
Punting, and then you talk about the
Gets
kickoffs.
fired up.
He had a kickoff 75 yards in the air.
Yeah.
In the air.
Yeah. It almost flew right all the way back.
Right. It essentially landed. If you can see behind us, right where we're standing pretty much is where it landed. The kid projects to be an absolute weapon. And like you said, Ryan Allen on a 1-year deal, and we know Belichick loves lefties. We know what Ryan Allen did in the Super Bowl last year. I'm a big Ryan Allen guy, but you're right. He needs to get here. His job is certainly in jeopardy because Jake Bailey potentially could be the weapon of the draft class. And Evan, after the way we reacted, I might have to go back and pull that footage because that was he really was. And you go back, I don't want to compare him to Ray Guy. Make it clear, I am not doing that.
What are you doing?
Hang on.
The only punter in the Hall of Fame?
Let me finish. When Ray Guy was doing his thing in the 70s, John Madden said that sometimes the best weapon for your defense can be a good punter. I think Bill Belichick knows it. What I'm getting at is Jake Bailey can be a weapon.
Jake Bailey is Ryan Ray Guy. Cut it out. That's what I heard.
He's not kicking the ball 85 yards. Let me clear that up. I just wanted to set up that quote, but he's been a weapon today. You know what I was going for, right? Help me out here.
I get it. I get it. And this FOXBORO report is brought to us by betonline.ag. Head to clnsmedia.com/win. Enter promo code CLNS50 for 50% cash back on your first deposit. So we've talked about Jake Bailey. We talked about N'Keal Harry in depth in another video. What other rookies today on first look stood out to you guys, if
I thought
any?
it was a nice day for most of the rookies. I mean, Damian Harris, we'll see when the pads get on and how that goes for a running back. Juwan Williams had a few matchups against N'Keal Harry, which I thought were fun. See rookie versus rookie, two first, top draft picks. It didn't go so well for Juwan at times. He got beat on the slant, but then he did end the practice strong with an interception, another pass breakup. He's very big, very mobile guy as well, very good athletic ability. You can see that he can change directions pretty easily as well, and I think that they have something there with him. But the other guy that really stood out too is Chase Winovich, not necessarily because he did anything that was super impressive, but he just does everything at full speed.
Yeah.
This is a guy that doesn't take any plays off. He doesn't take any minute off. He is going to win Patriots Practice Player of the Week for 2 months in a row during the season.
They're going to have to name it after him.
Yeah, they're going to have to name the award after him. I mean, this is a guy that honestly was 110% the entire practice, and that's something that I think stood out. I mean, I think a lot of people that have played sports would say that guy's kind of annoying at times. It's like you are kind of showing us up, but in the NFL it doesn't work like that. You practice like that, that's how you play, and that's what Chase Winovich does. He practices exactly how he plays.
Well, you harken back to the Rodney Harrison football life, and when they asked Belichick about Harrison at practice, that's kind of what we were talking about. To kind of, not a cop-out answer to your question, but a guy who stood out to me, I'm going to go with a red shirt rookie in Braxton Berrios. He was getting some quality reps today, and he seems to just be following Julian Edelman around.
I would if I was him.
Right, exactly. Well, he's even got the same low-cut shorts. He's got the same yellow undershirt. He's trying to copy everything Julian Edelman does.
Alex tried to copy Mike Reese, and he tried to copy Julian Edelman.
No, he's following Edelman around. He's running the same routes. He's right behind him in every huddle, and this is a guy that it's tough to. He's not on the roster, but he's not off the roster. He may be the most 50-50 player of anybody on this team. Will he be on the team or not? And I think he's doing himself a lot of good. Did he stand out on the field? I mean, he looked good, not great. He didn't have any moments that looked bad, but he didn't have any standout moments either. But I like to see that he's kind of attached to Edelman's hip. I think that's an encouraging sign for him, because I know Edelman just signed the extension, and that's all well and good, but he's getting up there in years a little bit. You'd like somebody who can maybe take a little bit of the load off, and perhaps Berrios could be that guy if he can prove that he deserves a spot on this team.
And for all of our Patriots off-season coverage, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.